Okay, story time. So let me just talk about something. Yeah, let's talk about something. So about a couple weeks ago, a company emailed me that I applied to 10 months ago and said, hey, you still interested in interviewing? Wow. Let me get my pannier bags packed. I have some business clothes in there and I got my waterproof jacket because it's raining outside a little bit. Now I understand like hiring can be difficult, hiring the right people are difficult, all of those things. I'm 49, I've had a lot of jobs. I was a Marine Corps officer, all those things. So I totally get it. But the problem I had was, I took a year off of work because I was just kind of tired of COVID and working from home since I was doing that for like 6-7 years. And in April of 2021, I started applying, or 2022, I started applying for jobs, and I applied to 10 jobs, and man, brutal out there, brutal. Okay, so I have on my raincoat, my waterproof panniers to keep everything dry. I got my wallet and everything, a waterproof wallet. And so yeah, it's rainy, it's a little miserable, but it's not really that cold. So I'm wearing my gograva mountain bike shorts, and I got my tech tee on. So if those get wet, no problem. And I could put an extra pair of shoes in my panniers. So the frustrating thing for me was, actually, let me get down the road to the park and I'll take a break and we'll talk about why I was frustrated. Okay, so I made it to the Wyomissing Park. Yes, rainy day, I'm all wet, but inside I'm not. Like, rain jackets work. The Safety shorts are working really well, keeping my underside dry. The bike bags, the Grava panniers, waterproof. They're keeping all my stuff dry. And it's not really that cold, it's like 67. But you could, if it gets colder, you could get shoe covers. You could get pants and gloves, and that's kind of all you need. And you can ride in the rain, no problem. So back to my story. So I applied for like 10 jobs over the summer. I spent like $500-600 on resume writing courses and 2 people to help me write my resume. But these 10 jobs, I spent a week looking at the companies, dissecting their financials, seeing what their main business model was, where they were making most of their revenues. Would I be excited about working there? So it wasn't just like I was going out and submitting it to 100 companies and seeing what happens. And I guess my frustrating part was, at the same time, everybody's saying, oh, there's all these jobs, everybody's hiring, and it just wasn't my experience in 2022. And as a product manager, right, I couldn't even sell myself as a product. I mean, that was a huge hit to me, to the ego. Now, maybe the hiring managers suck, I don't know. As a product manager, if I'm looking at a product manager's resume, what am I looking for? I'm looking for somebody who's concise, to the point, can demonstrate what they've done, where they've been successful, that they have the skills that I need, and then talk a little bit about how they're going to help my company improve and in the areas that they think the company can improve. If you're looking for a resume from a product manager that's flowery, has a bunch of design elements to it, you're not really hiring a product manager. You're kind of hiring a designer. And product managers are not designers. Product managers lead teams of people, and they're split between the stakeholder and the team who's developing the product for your internal customers or your external customers, right? And with all these companies, I saw major product flaws. I mean, if you take a look at a company, you can see like where they're having arguments between the engineering teams, probably saying, the difference between like a REST API, or no, we should do GraphQL, or you can see maybe when you're just looking at their products where it's disjointed internally versus externally. And all these companies I applied to, I've seen some of these problems. and no interviews. So this one company that we're going to go to, I'm kind of pretending I'm commuting there. This is the company that said, hey, 10 months later, would you be up for an interview? And I had already envisioned in my head that I was going to do all of this commuting, bike commuting, 30-minute bike commute. I would have loved to have done that, but yeah, let me get there and talk about what I'm doing now. Yeah. Man, rain's coming down. Okay, so who is it that I got excited about? And who is it that did me dirty? I'll show you. Penske did me dirty. Now, no offense to Penske. I know it's difficult to find employees. I would not want to be an HR person or a recruiter. Finding the right people is hard to do. And you're not alone, Penske, right? Out of the 10 companies I applied for, only one sent me a rejection letter. All the other ones ghosted me. And that was Specialized Bikes. I actually got a rejection letter from them, so thank you for that. But as a product manager, I would say this to the community, if you're a product manager, is you have, like I started thinking about it, it's like I have all the skills I need to start my own business as a product manager. Like I know design, I have leadership skills, I know business, I know finance as a product manager, I know engineering and software. I'm not an expert on any of these subjects, but I know them pretty damn well. I know customers. I know how to go out and search the market, find the needs, interview customers, do all these things that you need to do to be a really great product manager. And after I thought about that, I was like, man, why the hell don't I just create my own product? And so that's kind of what I did. And I'm just starting with clothing line, which is get outside, have an adventure, and these waterproof bags, which I'm going to check them out here. Let's take a look. How they held up? Would my work clothes have held up at Penske if I was moving to Penske? And sure enough, not a leak. Everything's completely dry and working like a charm. So eventually we're going to make bicycles too. Specialized kind of motivated me when I went through their history and stuff, how they started making bicycles, and I'm going to start making bicycles at some point. I am unstoppable. I am an unstoppable force. But no, I like Penske. There's no hard feelings, man. They're a great company. They're in Reading, Pennsylvania, my hometown. They provide a lot of jobs. You can see back there, they're very busy, always working. And they have a side thing where they do car sales. They own some car businesses. Interesting to see how that business segment will work out for them in 2023, if there's a recession coming. But yeah, that's it. Commuting by bike. It took me it would take me 25 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to get here from my house. 7 miles round trip. And yeah, give it a try. If you need a little adventure, and man, I love bike commuting to work when I can. I know all of us can't do that, but you get to burn calories and get to work at the same time and be outside, do everything all at the same time. So stay tuned. I got more ideas, more videos coming. Take care, everybody. Bye.